Hey, Marketing Acuity friends. So I want to go ahead and talk to you today about SEO and SEO tips. And I want to go ahead and do that in the context of our own experience in doing this. Now, a lot of marketing companies will give you advice based on practical experience that they have in doing either work that they've learned through client experiences or work that they've learned through conferences and other things like that. I'm going to give you actual lived experiences. And what I mean by that is we own 2 e-commerce sites. Actually, we own 3 of them. And we are in the business of selling stuff online, just like you are. So why does SEO matter? Well, I'm going to tell you a little story. So we started running boat registration stickers about 5 to 7 years ago. And we started a website called MichiganMCNumbers.com because in Michigan, the first 2 letters of your boat registration is MC, not MI, but MC. And everybody calls them MC numbers. So we started a company called MichiganMCNumbers.com, and we put together a website, and we did some basic SEO optimization. And for the last 5 to 7 years, we've been ranked either right above or right below the Michigan Secretary of State, which is where you go to actually register your boat to get those Michigan MC numbers in the first place. Now, everyone's required to obtain a sticker with the first 2 digits of their state. In our case in Michigan it's MC, but in Florida it's FL, and in Wisconsin it's WS. So it says MC, 4 numbers and 2 letters. And everyone has a unique number, and they're required to put these stickers on their boat. They must be 3 inches high, they must be block letters, they can't be gradients or fancy script fonts or anything like that people do, and they must be adhered to your boat in a very specific way. Well, everybody and their brother with a vinyl cutter can produce these things. It's not rocket science. So how did we get to be ranked? Well, it's from using some of our favorite SEO techniques and SEO tools that we share in our blog at marketingacuity.com. Now, we're in a highly competitive marketplace. There are companies that are devoted to this, and there are even really big companies like West Marine, which have huge brand authority when it comes to boating, and they even sell these things too. So how did we get to be ranked ahead of the Michigan Secretary of State? And what did we do recently on another website to boost up our SEO rankings? It's pretty impressive. I always tell clients that you're only found for what you say on your website, period. People only know what you do if you tell them. So if you and I are standing on an elevator next to each other and I don't bother to tell you that I make Michigan MC numbers, how would you have any idea that I have a vinyl cutter and that I run Michigan MC numbers? You wouldn't, because I haven't told you. But most businesses don't really tell clients the breadth and depth of what they do, and they don't tell them in a way that answers the kind of questions that they need to be able to do things, to be able to capture that search. By way of example, one of the #1 search terms around boat registration stickers is how to install boat registration stickers. So the other day I was looking to optimize our boatregistrationstickers.com, which is our US, the rest of the world, kind of the rest of the states and territories. That's the other site that controls all those things. Well, I'd started this site and combined it together in December, and I expanded the e-commerce software about a month ago. But boat registration stickers wasn't really ranking that well. It doesn't rank nearly as well as Michigan MC numbers at all. In fact, we're not even ranked on the first page for boat registration stickers. So I said, how can I improve this ranking? And so I set out using some of my software tools that we use for SEO, and I started doing some research. And I discovered that one of the most important search terms is how to install boat registration stickers. So I said, okay, let me have a page, how to install boat registration stickers. And I included all of our installation information. I stuck a YouTube video on there. And guess what? In the last 3 days, I've gotten 3 times the amount of orders that I've had in the last 3 months, just by optimizing one page. Now I created a couple of other pages because it's important, and I have a good URL, boat registration stickers. People searching for things, Google says, this must be really relevant. Here's a whole website devoted to boat registration stickers or Michigan MC numbers. So your URL matters. Some good SEO tools that you can load onto your website matter. A little bit of knowledge on how to optimize each page on your website for that matters. But your business can be found online for whatever it is that you do, no matter the competitiveness. And I want to tell you, this is a hugely competitive landscape. I've got competitors online on Facebook Marketplace, online selling this stuff for a half or even a quarter of what I sell them for. But I'll tell you this, our site is extremely professional looking. We have a very professional interface. And when I talk with customers, they tell me, I just spent $10 or $15 or $20,000 or $50,000 on my boat. I don't mind that I'm going to spend $18.95 on a really quality product. And that's exactly what we tell them. We tell them how easy it is. We show them how easy it is. We give them very, very specific things that they need to do to be successful in installing boat registration stickers on their boat. Boat registration stickers are a required item. Every boater in the United States and all of the U.S. territories are required to have these numbers. It's almost a uniform standard. Everybody's got 3-inch block type. Now, there's a lot of outfits out there that produce crazy things like script fonts and gradients and all sorts of crazy stuff that the first time you're out on the water with an angry sheriff, you're going to get pulled over and ticketed for not having the right registration numbers. Ours are totally compliant, but people wouldn't know that unless they're able to find you and find out, oh, you don't want these other kinds of stickers because they're not going to be compliant. So we tell people what they need, we give people answers, and when they do a search for that answer, they come up and they say, wow, okay, that's it. Now I'll tell you how an interesting story on Instagram or on YouTube. We posted a video and somebody actually commented, where did you get the stickers that you used in this video to show how to put the stickers on? So it's not always apparently obvious to your customers what you do. So it's really important to tell them, hey, I offer these stickers, you can buy them from me, and here's how you apply it to the boat. And so that's one of the things that you can do is tell your customers every specific thing, things that you don't even realize you need to tell them to make sure that they understand how to do what it is that they want to do using your products or services. So SEO isn't rocket science, you guys, and you do not need to pay an SEO guy $400 or $2,000 to do it right. All you have to do is focus on answering the questions that customers ask, making sure that you put on your business website what you want to be found for, and understand how people are searching for that. It's really that simple. It's not difficult. Maybe a little bit of instruction and the right tools, which you'll find at marketingacuity.com, and you'll be on your way. So that's how we get ranked #1 above the Michigan Secretary of State, and how we've maintained that for the last 7 years. We're so highly ranked, and we have so many search results on the first page for Michigan MC numbers, that I get a lot of calls, 2 or 3 a week, for people who want to make appointments to come in to the Secretary of State's office to get their boat registration stickers, want to look up their boat registration. Now, obviously I have to tell them that I'm not the Secretary of State, but in the case of where I can actually help people out, which I do frequently, and I have these phone numbers and things sort of embedded in my head, like, oh no, you want to call this number, because I've gotten these calls so many times, I'm able to be a helpful resource, and hopefully when they do get their boat registration numbers, they'll come back and get their boat registration stickers. So that's how we do it. That's the magic of SEO. And we walk the talk. So when I tell clients how to do this, I'm telling you from a place of experience in a highly crowded marketplace with lots of lower price competitors and people doing it all over the country. I tell you how you can get ranked and stay ranked.